So, my audio broke again, which is becoming a reoccurring theme for my channel, which is a bit worrying. But the first thing I did when I got home was order a proper mic, so hopefully that won't happen again, because it's a bit useless now. What's this, my 4th, 5th video, and I've still not fucking sorted my mic. I've been quite busy with uni work, so I haven't been able to upload this week. But I thought I may as well talk over this video. I may as well put a video out, because otherwise I'm not producing content for you guys. So I thought I'd record over it. I can hear myself in my audio, but you can mostly hear that Shaanxi lawnmower engine. You can't really hear me. So I'll tell you what I was thinking, and we can go from there. So I was sat at this red light for fucking ever, as I always get stuck here every time I go out. I don't know what Oxford City Council were doing. I don't know why you want to hear about Oxford City Council, but if you live in Oxford, if you know Oxford, it's a fucking annoying place to drive through. Motorbikes are a little bit better because we can filter, which is what half this video is about, is me filtering. Me talking about my plans for the summer, what I've got planned for you guys, what I want to do with the channel, and filling my tyres with air, because they were flat as fuck. It was probably a bit dangerous for me going out, but I don't have my pump anymore. My dad's stolen it as he's buggered off up north, as is my mother, separately, if you want to know my life story. But so I decided to go fill my tyres with air, go for a little bit of a ride as I haven't been out for a while, go up to Stokenchurch. Didn't manage to get all the way out there in the end because I was taking too much time and I've got so much fucking work to do. But once this Friday's over, hopefully I'll be able to get content out to you guys twice weekly. I'd like it if that could be once at the weekend, once midweek, so it's a nice mix of stuff for you guys. I've got quite a flexible job this summer, so that should be okay. And what I want to discuss now, what I want to talk about quickly, is A2 bikes. I know some of the guys here who watch this video might be on CBTs, and some of you might have your full A licence or your A2 licence, and I want to know what kind of bike you think I should get, and I'll tell you what bikes I've been looking at. So I've been looking at super sports style A2 licensed bikes, looking at the Yamaha R3, the RC390. I've also looked at the 390 Duke because I thought the RC390, the 390 Duke is so similar, but the 390 Duke gives you a little bit more room, and I'm a tall guy, I'm 6'2", so I really struggle to find a bike that fits me. But I was also considering, as I discussed in the previous video, getting something like an ER6N, something I could restrict and then use after I pass my licence, because I don't want to go straight from A2 bike to litre bike, because I don't want to kill myself. Basically, I understand that you've got to go slow and you've got to build up. Something, since I crashed, I really appreciate more is that you've got to build and build and build rather than going beyond your ability straight away. And so I don't really know what to get. I've looked at SV650s. I've got a viewing later this week with the CBR 400RR 96 one, which is a really nice looking bike. The bloke was really nice about it. I said I couldn't afford it at the moment, said I hadn't passed my A2, but he said it was fine to come and have a look, have a sit on. The biking community is really good like that. I can't imagine someone would let me come and just have a look and sit in their car with no intention of buying it. So I need to go and have a look at that. I'll try and film that for you guys, if I get it done, if I've got time to get it done. So yeah, this is me filling my tyres with air, cheekily going in the bus lane. I'm not sure if you're allowed in the bus lanes in Oxford. I know back where I'm from in Bucks you are, but Oxford you get tickets for everything. But there was no buses about, there's no cameras, so I thought fuck it. First time I filled my tyres up in a petrol station, which was actually a lot easier than with my old pump. It made me laugh when I was on this video. I was thinking about the old Baron von Grumble video where he fills tyres with air, and how it's one of his most popular videos, and how retarded, I'm going to call you guys retarded, I'm going to call the whole of the internet retarded. How do you predict trends? How do you know what people want? And I think that's what I'm going for with my channel, is that I don't know. I'm just going to do what I do, and if you like it, if you don't really care. It's of no consequence. Well, I do care if you like it. I'd like to produce stuff that people like, but I'm not bothered if YouTubing doesn't work. I've got other plans in my life. But yeah, off track. Me, with my change. Fucking daylight robbery, it's like 50 pence. 50 fucking pence for this, for air. I could have blown it myself with my lungs. But yeah, A2 bikes, I'm not sure what to get. It's a real difficult decision. I think there's a lot out there, and there's some bikes that are a bit expensive. The 125 market, I'll bring it back to the 125 market actually, if you guys who are still on your CBT. It's fucking expensive to buy a bike. I mean, obviously the second-hand ones hold their value well because there's just not enough of them. And the new bikes are as much as a fucking 600. They're as much as an A2 bike. I think, what was it, the YZF R125 is like £5,000 or something absolutely silly. And to be fair, it looks really cool. I mean, if I had unlimited money, I'd probably get that. If I was 17 and done my test, not 20 when I did it, I think I might have got that because I could have kept it for a little bit longer, but now I'm older, I want to move on to something more than that. And also, I didn't want to spend that much. I think it's half the reason I bought a Chinese bike, and it's something I don't think you should do. You look at the price, and the price is so cheap, and you think, oh, that's going to be great. And obviously, the websites, the Lexmoto, the Cinis. Actually, I've never ridden a Lexmoto. They could be fine, but I've seen some knackered ones about. I've seen some okay reviews for them actually, but I've seen okay reviews for the Cinis bikes, and mine's absolutely awful. I think the Chinese bikes tempt you in with this low price point, and they just run into the ground so quickly. They don't work properly. It's what I don't understand. And I just buy a second-hand Honda. As I said last video, buy something second-hand, a Yamaha IBR or a Honda CBF 125 or a CG 125, because they're a lot better bikes. I think wasting your money, wasting £4 or £5,000, I think it is wasting money. Especially, I couldn't afford £4 or £5,000 when I was 17, and if these kids are buying them on finance, I think that's fucking awful at the manufacturers. I think if I bought an A2 bike, I may buy it on finance, because some of the deals are quite good, and it means I can afford something a bit nicer, a bit better. Especially if I got a 600 that I was going to use after I did my A licence as well. I think that would be worth it. I think it would almost be worth it. But I think finance on a 125, it's silly. It's silly money that I don't understand at all. So yeah, I think, as I say in all my videos, it'd be really nice to get feedback from you guys, and I hope that I give you a little bit of information. I hope I give something that you can learn from when you're either buying a bike or instructing someone to buy a bike, like me. Someone who doesn't know what he wants. Hopefully there's other people in my situation and you help them in helping me. So now, filtering. Something I wasn't confident with when I first did my CBT, and I don't think anybody should be confident with it. I think it's something that you learn as you go on, rather than just being able to do straight away. And like just here, this yellow junction here, I nearly got killed the other day because a woman just pulled out into it whilst I was filtering, and I was looking. I was really cautious because you can tell that people are going to do stuff. You've really got to look ahead when you're doing any kind of motorcycle riding. But I think especially in like a built-up area like this that gets quite busy when you're filtering, because yeah, the crash will be small. You might fall off at 10, 15 miles per hour. But does anybody want to drop their bike? You don't want to drop your bike. Filtering something that I do a lot now because it saves me a lot of time getting out of Headington and Oxford, because the traffic's always fucking awful there. But it's something I think you really need to be careful with, because you can get in trouble. But it's something I think you should do as well. I think it's something that is a real bonus to getting a motorbike. I mean, you're stuck in traffic in a car. On a bike you can just skip through it, and as long as you're doing that safely and you're teaching yourself slowly, then it's fine. Up ahead you'll see me pull in front of a car to get into more space whilst filtering, which is something I haven't done till recently, and I'm a year and a half into riding. I think watching other vloggers, especially London-based vloggers like Raw Jordanian Filter, is really good for teaching you as well. Obviously they have bad habits and you've got to look at them, but I think you can see the good and the bad, and that can help you a lot. I think looking at other riders ride is really important. Especially, I think a really good place to learn filtering and learn all of these riding techniques is the Reddit Moto UK subreddit. I mean, earlier this week, some poor bloke fallen off, where he hadn't anticipated how quickly he was going around a bend, and someone really helpfully posted a video, which I'll link in this actually, because it was a really helpful video on how to interpret if you need to lose speed or you can start accelerating through blind bends, and just learning riding from other people on the web can help you on the road. And I think that's really important, and so that's half of something I want to do with my channel as well. I want to be able to show you my mistakes, show you what I've learned, and hopefully you can learn that too. Because I think a lot of people who do their CVTs or have moto vlogs based on 125s do a lot of riding and a lot of talking, but I don't think there's a lot of teaching. And I think 125 riding is really different to everything else. You've got a lot less power, you've got a lot less speed, and you're learning. So you make mistakes, I make mistakes. I'm not a perfect rider, and I'd really like it if people could point out mistakes that I make. But it's nice. It's nice to learn from people. So yeah, this is me heading out of Oxford. This is when the audio got really fucked up. I think what happened was the mic fell out the helmet. So I had my mic sellotaped inside my helmet, and all you got was fucking wind noise. Because there's obviously absolutely no wind protection on a 125. They're awful as soon as you get them on dual carriageways. I remember I always saw in forums people go, oh, you can get it on the dual carriageway, you can get up to 70 on the dual carriageway. Fucking hell, it's the worst experience you'll ever have, with wind blasting in your face, the little fucking tyres squirming all over the road. One of my friends once followed me on the Marlow bypass back home, and he said it was ridiculous. He said he could see whenever there was a gust of wind that he vaguely felt in the car, he said he could see me fighting against it. So I'm a big guy and it just blows. I'm like a fucking what's those things on a ship? A sail. I'm like a sail. But yeah, hopefully today's video has been good. Not as worked as well as I wanted it to, but I think by next video hopefully it'll be sorted. Hopefully you guys will have some better footage, because you definitely deserve it by now, but it's a work in progress, and I hope you enjoyed me talking for all this time. I think it's my longest video. Yeah, see you later.